With 50,000 watts of power, you're listening to KLOK, San Jose, San Francisco, and Oakland. The most powerful Desi radio station in America. A Universal Media Access-owned radio station.
Oh, good evening. Lowell, you didn't point your finger and said, Alima, you're on. Oops. Good evening, Bay Area. This is Alima on Rangmunch. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Saturday. I had a good Saturday. I mean, how was yours, Lowell?
I spent a lot of today installing software. What do you think?
Now, if you are a technical person, technologically pro-technological person, then you would totally have enjoyed it. You know, of course, it's just a lot of time, but if it's someone like me, I probably would have smashed the computer and threw it against a wall, maybe.
It was just a waiting game, though. A lot of waiting. That's what it basically is, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah.
You don't get to play with it until you install it, so that's the. I'm done, though, finally.
There you go. Great, fantastic.
Just in time for your show.
There you go. I love that. And Neeru from India is online, I believe. Neeru, you still there with me?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, both of you.
Hey there. How is your Sunday going for you?
Sunday's just started. Bright and sunny, thankfully at last.
and what way to start Sunday, right? You come on the radio show, हम chat करेंगे और हमारे favorite shows के बारे में.
There could never be a better start.
Exactly, you never get bored with them, and I mean, on one hand, we do constructive criticism on the shows, and then on the other hand, you're glued to the sets to ki what is going to happen. Oh my God, ऐसे क्या किया, all that kind of stuff, right?
I know. I'm right now. I'm mixing it up a little bit and watching a little bit of Hindi also. So yeah.
तुम शुरू की थी to watch Hindi shows again?
Yeah, I'm watching Saraswati Chandra.
There we go.
Right now, so till it holds my interest.
Yeah, of course. Definitely. Yeah. So this is Rangmunch with Alima on Desi 1170. I have Lowell on the board. Lowell, thank you. And I have Neers, my partner in crime, like I always say, is connecting from India. I totally look forward to this 1 hour of show. It's just so much masti, so much gossip, and I'm hoping all the other ladies also join, and then just tear apart. Well, their favorite characters, Zaroon and Kashyap.
Tearing apart Zaroon, yes, favorite pastime right now.
Iska naam to we have to put ki deconstruction of Zaroon probably.
I know.
Or something like that, right?
Right.
Anyway, those two. It's fantastic to be on the radio show. I love having conversations with you. Agar aapko kuch share karna hai or you would like to have any special request or any subjects you would like to talk with us, we are over here, and the number to call is 408-912-5565. To all my friends there and family and everyone, hey, I hope you guys are having a safe Saturday. Or Dosti ke naam, I have a song, Neeru. As I was going through all these songs, and I'm sitting and thinking, oh my God, I am really old. I mean, I seem to just not get past the golden eras or those things.
I know. When was the last time you played a recent song? You haven't, right?
मुझे पता भी नहीं है कि कौन सा recent songs are on, are popular. The last time I remember listening or actually came across accidentally was वो Fevicol का song in Dabang. So I'm like, oh my God, there was even a Dabang too.
There are other songs. Besides that,
I mean, I see, there you go. See, I'm like, even that was like an accident. And to begin with, I didn't even realize there was a part 2 for part 1, because the part 1 was totally sucked according to me,
Yeah, it did.
Seriously, I thought, oh my God, there is a part 2. But then, and I had to listen to it. Of course, it was picturized on Karina.
Love it or hate, you can't ignore it. That kind of a song, yes.
Yeah, So anyways, stay with us though. Don't go anywhere. Or I should say, you guys are not going to go anywhere because you're listening to the show and I'm probably taking a break putting this song. So I'll be right back in a couple of minutes.
चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे फिर भी कभी अब नाम को तेरे आवाज मैं न दूंगा आवाज मैं न दूंगा चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे फिर भी कभी अब नाम को तेरे आवाज मैं न दूंगा आवाज मैं न दूंगा चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे देख मुझे सब है पता सुनता है तू मन की सदा देख मुझे सब है पता सुनता है तू मन की सदा मितवा मेरे यार तुझको बार बार आवाज मैं न दूंगा आवाज मैं न दूंगा चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे फिर भी कभी अब नाम को तेरे आवाज मैं न दूंगा आवाज मैं न दूंगा चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे दर्द भी तू चैन भी तू दर्स भी तू नैन भी तू दर्द भी तू चैन भी तू दर्स भी तू नैन भी तू मितवा मेरे यार तुझको बार बार आवाज मैं न दूंगा आवाज मैं न दूंगा चाहूंगा मैं तुझे सांझ सवेरे फिर भी कभी अब नाम को तेरे आवाज मैं न दूंगा आवाज मैं न दूंगा
Hey there, this is Alima on Rangmunch on Desi 1170. I have Niru from India. Hey Niru. You have a comment to make on that song. I could just feel it. Okay, I could just feel it.
Not just the song. You know, the trend has been to pull up songs from the dinosaurs era. We're going to be at the risk of sounding like a dinosaur. Let's start playing.
Did you just call me a dinosaur?
Both of us, actually.
Oh my goodness!
You're playing
and that's
and
you
I'm
on
not protesting.
air? Noble,
Yes.
do I look like a dinosaur to you?
No.
You know, we should start playing something modern. I'm telling
यार
you
मेरे को I cannot do all those Fevicol का songs seriously. मुझे तो कुछ
you know,
कुछ
ऐसी भी बात नहीं है. Fevicol की song नहीं है. There are some really good songs.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Besides
So
Fevicol.
एक काम करो, next week का song selection तुम करो. Let me know कि what songs you've picked, and then we'll play those songs.
Yes.
I mean, let me assure you कि ये dinosaur का song तो I'm not going to be playing all dinosaur songs. Okay, I do have a little bit more past the medieval ages.
Past the medieval age. Yes.
Past the medieval ages. Yeah, you know, it was just amazing to listen to these songs. Though.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyways.
So
Right.
so
Anyways,
beautiful.
hey,
they're all evergreen songs. So.
yeah, exactly. यार सुना है कि कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे serial is going off air. तुम्हें पता है?
अब भी सुनी हूँ.
That was a very nice show. It started off really good. You know.
It is, you know, it was, it's a remake of
Dhoop
Dhoop
Kinare,
Kinare.
right? Yes. Yeah.
Show of the 1980s. It played in India too. Quite popular in India too.
Right.
And they remade that. But it started off like Dhoop Kinare, but then after 3 months it went apne hi ishar
It went to the Indian version, and then it just got, you know.
Yes.
It got grabbed by the TRPs and the channel challenges and the competition and the fight, and we wanted this way to that way, right? But you know, I've always liked Kritika though. You know, I've
she's
seen
good.
I've
She's
seen
really
her
good.
first show. What was it? Mohabbat something. Yay. Her first show, Niru. Kitni mohabbat hai?
Kitni mohabbat hai.
Kitni
Yes.
mohabbat hai. See, the first season was really, really good. I really liked her
It
in
went
that.
2 seasons, right?
Yeah, it
Yes.
went 2 seasons, but the
But they
second
were-
one wasn't such a good.
But they were different stories.
Yes,
Different
they were
stories.
different stories, but the second one wasn't really a success. I mean, the first one was really good. I really liked that.
See, there are two of them which came back with second season, and both of them didn't do well. Another one was Choti Bahu.
Oh, Choti Bahu was terrible.
It was a runaway hit on the first season.
Yeah, first season ka
fans
to I
wanted
remember.
that.
Yes.
But again, second season nahi chala.
Yeah, नहीं चला. अभी तो देखना है कि ना बोले तुम. और
See,
मैंने
Na
कुछ-
Bole Tum is different because it's a continuum of the story.
Exactly. That's what I was just
It's not
getting to
different
it.
setting.
Yeah.
It's not different. They're the same Mohan and Megha,
Right,
and
right.
it's the show is going good. Huh?
Yes, it is
the
going
show
good.
is really good now.
In fact, I was kind of catching up on it, ki what is happening and everything. You know, and it's still gripping. It reminds me of
Yes.
like a novel that I'm reading, where it's got a first part and a second part, but it's just a continuation. But if people are watching season 2, the season 2 itself seems to be like can be watched all alone. You know, standalone ka
I'm
that
doing
makes
that.
a big difference.
In fact, I'm doing that. I have not watched season 1, but since Shwati was covering it so extensively,
Correct.
I was following up on her. She used to
Reviews.
discuss it a lot with me, so I
Yeah.
know I knew what's happened in season 1.
Right.
And then I started watching season 2 because I had to take over 2 weeks of articles for her. So once I started doing that, I was like, it is quite gripping. So I've continued to watch it. It's good. It's good. And there's a new entry last week.
Is that
What's his name?
Bira? Was it?
No.
No.
It's not Bira. It's Munna.
Oh, okay.
Dadaji's another prodigy. You know?
I see.
Yeah,
See,
who
that's
seems to be
what I-
behind this racketing, child trafficking.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
See, that
Seems-
new entry I missed. I think I kind of knew ki Mohan knew who Chavani was, and you know they kind of had that thing covered. There's still a hit and miss going around with Megha and Mohan, I believe.
Yeah. I hope they meet sometime soon.
Well, they could, Niru. The thing about that is, it garners a lot of interest because a lot of people are watching it also, partly, not completely, partly for that confrontation between Mohan and.
So you're saying that is the
Megha.
trump card.
It's one of
makers
the
have.
trump cards for sure. I mean, this pair was such a big hit in season 1. Now they've come together again after 12 years. The kids are all grown up and they have their own lives. Obviously, that meeting is going to be such a critical thing. And Sunahiki Sonal is back on the show, so I'm really, really
Yes, she
happy
is.
about that. She's a
Yes, she
fantastic
is.
writer.
She is. She is.
I
I'm
was
happy.
I was
Yeah.
disappointed when I was talking to her. She goes, "No, I'm not doing season 2." And I go, "Oh no, you're not!" And
She's
then
back.
suddenly-
In fact,
yeah.
last 3 episodes have been written by her.
Yes.
Sonal
And I
Khanna.
was so glad that she's back on the show because that core team was very strong in season 1.
Yes.
It was
yes.
very strong.
It had a different subject.
Uh-huh.
The way they handled the subject also was tad different from the regular shows. So I think that is what kept the viewers so glued to the show, and enough for them to come up with season 2 in the same story, which has never happened in the
On the
television.
Indian television,
Yeah.
right? Because it's
yeah,
very,
unless and it's a sitcom.
yeah,
They've never come up with fiction for a second season, and I'm very happy about it.
right.
In fact, I hope most of the shows do this,
Do
because what
that.
happens is, yes, they get the time to sit on the story, work on the
Yes.
story, and come up with quality
Quality writing
product.
and a good
Quality writing.
screenplay, right? Good story. It
Yeah,
has to
good
be tight.
screenplay.
And
has-
वैसे भी I cannot believe in shows that run for like 5-6 years, and then इसमें तो you have memory losses, you have reincarnations, you have.
I'll tell you
I mean, you know,
something,
I just can't stand that. It just seems so cliched.
I don't know how long it's going to work like that, Alima, because nowadays people have a very short attention span.
Of course.
So they have, and there are so many other things that they can watch instead of sticking to one where, there's a up and a down, and people don't want to stick around. They want to move on to better things because there are so many channels
Right.
and so many interesting shows the same time slot. So they're not short of good
stories and
television.
shows, yeah.
Good television shows. So it's very important to keep. They can't be lax even for a week. I think.
Yes.
They miss out on the readership.
Exactly. I mean, so dosto, you are listening to Alima on Rangmunch with Niru in India. We are covering, we love talking about all the shows, right, Niru? We totally enjoy watching them, and then
Yes.
ripping them apart, and then and a little bit more.
part.
And like I promised, I'm coming out of the medieval ages, out of the dinosaur ages, and going past it to give you a song number. Now, don't call me another name on it now, okay?
If I can come up with one, you're gonna hear it.
Of course. So dosto, if you have any special requests and you wish to share your point of views, your thoughts, anything, the number to call is 408-912-5565. You can even message me on Facebook, or you can tweet me at lives let live see. I even forget my ID on Twitter nowadays sometimes. Or you can reach me on my blog too, wherever. The profile is up on on the radio website on Desi 1170, but all the links are in there. Feel free to give your input, any information, your thoughts, your request, how we can even better the show, or if there is something particular you would like to discuss with us. So the number is 408-912-5565, and stay put, and
Yes.
and I shall hear from you again.
You bet.
रिमझिम के गीत सावन गाए, आए भीगी भीगी रातों में। रिमझिम के गीत सावन गाए, आए भीगी भीगी रातों में। झिम के गीत सावन गाए आए भीगी भीगी रातों में मेरा दिल भी है दीवाना तेरे नैना भी है नादान से कुछ ना सोचा कुछ ना देखा कुछ भी पूछा ना एक अनजान से चल पड़े साथ हम कैसे ऐसे बन के साथी राहों में
रिमझिम के गीत सावन गाए
हाय भीगी भीगी रातों में बड़ी लंबी जी की बात है बड़ी छोटी ये बरखा की रात जी
कहना क्या है सुनना क्या है कहने सुनने की अब क्या है बात जी
बिन कहे बिन सुने दिल ने दिल से कर ली बातें बातों में के झिम के गीत सावन गाए
हाय भीगी भीगी रातों में
झिम के गीत सावन गाए हाय भीगी भीगी रातों में
So how did I do, Niru? Did I come out of those dinosaur ages? Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh
Not
my
yet.
goodness.
You've just moved a little bit ahead of
I'm
dinosaur era, but
I'm
you have a
very
long
slow.
way to go.
Now you have to realize कि मैं बूढ़ी हो रही हूँ, तो I have to move slowly.
नहीं रे, young at heart.
Yeah, see. So
Age is just a number. Age is just a number.
exactly, it's all in the heart and
Yeah.
you know,
Mind, yes.
and I'm sure
And the
you
body.
and I,
Yes.
you and I must be classic examples of that adage. It's all numbers, it's all in the heart and everything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We can be like two
It's
giggly
true.
teenagers and oogling a handsome hunk versus, criticizing every Tom, Dick and Harry out there.
Yeah, keep heart young and hale. Out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. So Sunai Madhubala में the new entry Avinash Rekhi is doing an excellent job.
I heard that too. I'm yet to watch that episode, but yeah, I heard that he's really, really good. And
Well-
he has great chemistry with Drashti. That's what I heard.
Well, he actually just standalone, that guy's an amazing guy. I mean, he's only one show, old.
Okay.
And that too, it was cut short. The show was cut short. It was taken off air. But he's
Okay.
got amazing screen presence, though.
Is it? I
He
need to
does.
watch it then.
He does. I mean, he's really and the thing is, he improved quite a lot, Neeru, from the time I watched in that show that I remember. My first impression when I watched that show long time ago, wow, this guy is really good. Then of course I kind of lost track of that show and everything. But then, not that I watched him in Madhubala, but when I heard he's coming, I thought, oh, that is going to be a very good parallel role to Vivian, because both of them would be both of them are very strong characters versus being
this is-
artists too.
Has it been brought as a part of a triangle or something?
Yes, kind of.
Parallelly?
He will fall for her eventually. Yes, he will
Okay,
fall for her. He has a son from his first marriage or whatever it is. We are yet to know what his story is. Lekin
Okay.
right now, he made his entry. He apparently is the bad guy, but not like the black.
Don't
bad.
we all love
Yeah,
bad guys?
don't we like the rogues? Yeah, of course, absolutely. But his entry seems to have stirred quite a lot of fluttering among the female fan section. So I should
Rightly
say.
so. That's what they were aiming for, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, it is like when I read those comments and everything on the social forums. Pata nahi ki what I have to think about some of the comments and everything. It's like. Is it like just the drooling stage? Is it midlife crisis? Is it just enjoying, just enjoying for the sake of enjoyment?
Yeah, I think let's go with the last one.
Yeah, there we go. Just for the sake of it. And then, I don't know if you're watching Veera. Like in Veera mein to abhi, it has been blurted out, I should say, to Run Vijay that his dad left the family because of Veera.
Yes. And I heard he's quite pachas about it.
Yes, exactly. So they are going through a major emotional upheaval on that show right now, I believe. So everyone is very I see Raghuveer and Wasim posting comments ki please get your tissue boxes ready. Please get your tissue boxes ready.
Anyone who's been watching Veera would not watch it without a tissue box next to it.
Definitely
I'm
not.
sure of it.
And
this is one show I'd like to catch up, Alima. Right from the start. I've watched few episodes in the starting, around 20-25 episodes. But this is one show I would like to.
You should definitely not
catch
miss
up
this
the
show.
entire- I heard it's really, really good.
It is really good. I'm actually watching it on a regular basis. I kind of try to catch up every 2 days, so and then of course once in a while Swati comes in.
I heard Bhavesh is doing a wonderful job. The boy who's playing Run Vijay.
He is
Bhavesh
an
and Harsh,
amazing
I think,
guy.
one who plays Veera.
Yes.
Yeah, both the kids are doing a fantabulous job.
Yes, that's
on
what
the
I heard.
show.
Harshita, and then of course
Harshita, right.
There is no there's no two doubts about Sneha Wagh. I mean, she's an amazing actress.
She is so pretty. I just can't take my eyes off her face.
Exactly.
She's so expressive. She's so talented and she's so beautiful to look at.
She just fits that role as that mother to the T. I mean, to the T,
Yeah.
It's just amazing how she does that. But hey, the show's got very good creative team going on with Raghuveer, with Wasim, and then Bhavesh, Harshita, and Sneha. I mean, they have this.
They've got a good team. Yes.
Yeah,
they've got a ready-made team. Yeah.
Right. So whoever is watching Veera, I mean, this is on Star Plus. It's about a family and how Run Vijay wants to have a little sister and ends up getting a little sister, but obviously there is a story behind it where she happens to be the illegitimate daughter of his dad and another girl. And on that note, Neeru, actually, talking about illegitimacy and everything, the same issue is going on in Punarvivah.
Okay.
So obviously it has come out that Yash is the illegitimate son of the Scindia, the older Scindia, and then of course another lady that he's been staying with. So the real son comes in. So right now there is a major upheaval in that family too, where obviously people are taking sides. And knowing Yash character from the beginning times when you have watched, he's very righteous and wants to do the right thing, and so is Aarti like that. So they bring Akash into the household because they need to give him his rightful place, as they say. Because he really is the real son. So obviously now,
set me straight. I mean, Yash's son is the son of Scindia. No, he's not.
He's the son of Scindia and another lady, Radha, who has he has an affair with.
And who is
and Akash is actually the real son of Gayatri and Suraj Pratap.
Oh, okay.
So क्या होता है कि वो Radha, when she has that, she switches them at birth.
Smart woman.
Yeah, exactly. So she switches them at birth. So obviously, it comes out in the open. So they bring him in, and obviously he's the bad guy. He grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, so to say. So obviously comes into this polished family with culture and traditions and stuff, and then he just
Disrupts everything.
yeah, he just disrupts everything. Then there is a major drama how he ends up marrying a girl just like that, and then of course she also has a grudge against the parivar, the Scindia parivar. So she's got her own agenda of coming into the household as Akash's wife, right? So she wants to get her revenge and all that stuff. So
full on drama going on.
the
in,
full on drama
Punarvivaha.
going on, and I'm sitting here and of course, and the major thing, Gayatri suddenly realizes that she doesn't like Yash, and she seems to be supporting Akash because he happens to be her real son. And then that's where I said, this is so ridiculous. You nurtured.
No, from what I've seen of Gayatri,
Mhm.
It doesn't surprise me.
No.
I
She's
mean, the
always
way her
been the
character
chameleon.
is,
Yeah, her character.
she's more to do with she's a person who would give more importance to traditions than people and their feelings, even if it's her own son.
Right.
So I think Scindia, yes, I mean he's more liberal.
Mhm.
Even though he sticks to certain traditions, he's more liberal in his thought process than Gayatri. Gayatri
Right.
is too,
See, now Scindia was
archaic.
Suraj was always against bringing Akash into the household. He was adamant about it, but then Yash says no, he has to come in. But he's never even really liked to bring him in. Then no, not considering not in reference to what is happening in Punarvivaha Niru, but my general idea about my general thought process or my point of view, ye illegitimacy, and it always bothers me when people come and say ki the daughter or a son, it's out of illegitimate. I'm sitting and thinking, well, it's actually the parents who are at fault. Why can't the parents are actually the illegitimate ones, not the child? If you're really thinking about it, why are you putting that burden on a child when he doesn't have any clue, versus the parents should have been the illegitimate parents, according to me.
But I feel adults get away by shifting
That's
blame
true,
onto
of course,
others.
So, and I'm sitting and thinking, well, here I am sitting and thinking progressively, how am I going to change this thought process for centuries and centuries?
It's very difficult to do that,
Very
Alima. It's very
difficult.
difficult to do that because going on a tangent here, people always blame. It's ridiculous, but
Yeah.
people do blame the victims more than the perpetrators.
Right, or they
We've
just
seen it
blame
time and
every-
again. It's
yeah.
come from educated group of people, and even women atrocities against women. You find women siding with the perpetrators and saying, "Oh, she asked for it."
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
how do you change this? This thought process at all?
There is. I
How
mean,
do you-
it's like this. It's like almost there's no hope for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's almost no hope to be changing, because it's so
but
ingrained.
we shouldn't stop protesting when we see
No,
it.
of course,
too.
definitely. But that's what it is. To me, I've always had a problem with where people tend to have feelings, or they want to have feelings because they're obligated to have feelings, in the sense ki, I mean, I could be the minority on this, Niru, but mujhe to there should be a bond, whether
No,
it's
it doesn't. No, that doesn't last actually.
yeah.
You might try to feel something, but
Yes.
that only goes so far.
So far, exactly. And even the thing where it comes up and says, oh, you are my blood. I mean, hey, I gave birth to you. I'm meeting after 30 years, and boom, you turn around and you have all this love totally for this person you never had for 30 years. So to me, that is very difficult to handle, or to understand how you can just feel all these things to a stranger. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
on a general
I bail on
level,
shows that I
yeah.
don't understand.
On
so-
a general level, to me though, there should be some kind of a bond, some kind of nurturing, some kind of a relationship that you worked at it, that you grew into that relationship and you grew together, that kind of a thing. It's kind of, well, of course it's the shows and everything, but I'm wondering ki real life mein kya hota hai, ki how do people handle situations like this, and how they
Some
would move on.
some go with the flow, some resist it, and that's the way it has always been. And whether how do you know whether the feelings are real or
Exactly.
generated?
Yes.
So
Because to me, it's more like, oh, just because you happen to be my son, I have to love you, versus, okay, I just came to know you are my son, then let's work at it. It's going to take a while for both of us to get into that role of a mother and a son, or whoever, any relation for that matter.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So to me, I must be too practical, Neeru. Kya ho raha hai,
I think I think it's a good way to be. It's a good way to.
But and I can totally understand that certain people react differently. Some of them, I think we live in a society where we tend to live for the other people. We are so
brought up
worried
that
about
way.
what other people think of us.
No, Alima, we are brought up that way. We
No,
are
that's
brought
what I'm
up
saying.
that way to
Culturally,
give,
also. Yeah.
Yeah, we are told to give, preference to how others are feeling.
Yeah.
To always keep in mind how society is going to react to certain things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
So we are preconditioned that way.
Yeah.
So we are not, even if we, from the young age, we are taught to give more importance to others' thoughts than your own.
Right.
So you grow up that way, yes.
That's true. And it kind of raises a lot more questions when you're thinking in that way, Ki, you want to
You're
give-
opening a Pandora's box. Actually.
Exactly. See, this is like a never-ending thing, but it's kind of so convolulatedly screwed up in a vicious cycle. Seriously. So anyways, those of you are listening to Alima on Rangmunch on Desi 1170. Neeru is tuned in from India. Neeru, I have to say, I totally enjoy having conversations with you from India. I mean, technology, I know both of us are technologically challenged, but I think we've kind of...
Yes.
But I think we've kind of set up a nice routine here with Lowell's help, I should say.
Yeah, definitely thank him for it.
So anyway, hang on to those thoughts. Neeru, we're going to come back and chat a little bit more of some of the shows you are watching on the American side. And then, well, just to warn you, I'm still in the golden eras, okay? I'm prepared for the golden era. So you can come and give me constructive criticism. Remember constructive criticism? So those stay put. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
मैंने पूछा चांद से कि देखा है कहीं मेरे यार सा हंसी। चांद ने कहा चांदनी की कसम नहीं नहीं नहीं। मैंने पूछा चांद से कि देखा है कहीं मेरे यार सा हंसी। चांद ने कहा चांदनी की कसम नहीं नहीं नहीं। मैंने पूछा चांद से। मैंने ये हिजाब तेरा ढूंढा, हर जगह शवाब तेरा ढूंढा। कलियों से मिसाल तेरी पूछी, फूलों में जवाब तेरा ढूंढा। मैंने पूछा बाग से फलक हो या जमीन, ऐसा फूल है कहीं। बाग ने कहा हर कली की कसम नहीं पूछा चांद से हो चाल है कि मौज की रवानी जुल्फ है कि रात की कहानी होठ है कि आईने कमल के आँख है कि मैं कदों की रानी मैंने पूछा जाम से फलक हो या ज़मीं ऐसी मैं भी है कहीं जाम ने कहा मैं कशी की कसम नहीं 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 मैंने पूछा चांद से खूबसूरती जो तूने पाई लुट गई खुदा की बस खुदाई मेरी की गजल कहूँ तुझे मैं या कहूँ ख़याम की रुबाई मैं जो पूछूं शायरों से ऐसा दिल नशी कोई शेर है कहीं शायर कहे शायरी की कसम नहीं 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 मैंने पूछा चांद से कि देखा है कहीं मेरे यार सा हंसी चांद ने कहा चांदनी की कसम नहीं नहीं नहीं
That's a lovely song. I know you don't understand it, Lowell, but the music was really good, I should say.
It's all about the rhythm.
There you go.
I understand the rhythm.
Dosto, thank you for staying tuned into Desi 1170. This is Alima on Rangmunch and Niru from India. Niru, did I pass muster?
Oh yeah, you did. Oh, so beautifully you did. It's such a wonderful song.
Thank God, I can sleep
And
peacefully
the
at
trio
night.
of Anand Bakshi, R.D. Burman and Mohammad Rafi. You have it. I mean, the lyrics are so awesome.
it's
Yeah, not just the rhythm and the
Kya nahi
music.
ki,
it's
it is so
also
funny.
The lyrics.
Actually, my YouTube pe play kara tha, and I was looking at the
Okay.
sequence, right? And it was so.
It's Sanjay Khan and
Sanjay Khan and
Zinat
Zinat Aman, and it was so nice. I mean, it was sensually nice, but done in such a classy way, you know. And they had this amazing chemistry. I was looking
This is
at
1980s. We are not talking about 19. It's not
it's
the
1980s.
golden era. It doesn't
Nahin,
belong
nahin.
actually to golden era.
It is in the 80s. Yeah, it is in the
80s, 1980s.
Uh-huh.
So we still had some good songs in early 1980s.
Right.
I think the movies and the songs went down the drain
In the 90s.
in the later part of 80s,
yeah.
and came back in the later part of 1990s.
Well, is it the time when
split-
we got all those movies like Himmat Wala, Tofa, and all those, you know, those
Yeah, I think late 1980s.
yeah.
It's not a good, so not neither movie wise or not the music wise. But then now you know what I'm trying to tell you is we're so hung up on the golden era and olden songs that we don't give enough credit to the new ones too. So because we focused on Munni Badnaam Hui and Fevicol, that which are more technically more popular, but there are
Right.
some really lovely songs.
They are.
even,
Yeah, Niru, it's not like
in the recent film Kai Poche.
Yeah,
which had a beautiful song. I'm gonna pull up all those songs.
Yeah,
for
pull up
you
those. I mean,
next week.
I still remember those songs where, you know, Chamak Chalo and Sheila Ki Jawani. I totally loved those songs. I mean, they were really
I love
really
the song.
catchy.
I love. In fact, in fact, Sheila Ki Jawani was the only song and the sequence in the movie which made sense. The movie was terrible.
I agree with you on that one. there was no rhyme, reason, logic to that movie, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. The song was very good. I mean, she was very good.
Yeah.
Katrina Kaif.
तो क्या हो रहा है तुम्हारे वो अमेरिकन वाला शोज पे क्या वॉच कर रहे हो
American wala shows, I'm a little miffed with them because they're going on frequent breaks between seasons. I'm like, come on, yeah. I mean, 2 weeks I'm off, and we're coming back next week. So most of them are in a hiatus. They're going to be back next week.
Oh, okay.
Most of them, Once Upon a Time, Revenge. I think probably today, tonight, yes. Tomorrow for you, yeah. Your Saturday
right.
night.
It's
right
Saturday
there.
for us
Saturday
here.
night,
Yeah.
yes. So Sunday night, yeah, they're going to come back on Sunday night. Tomorrow, that's for you, yeah. So they're on a break, but now I've started. I told you about Newsroom last week.
Yes.
Yeah, I started watching it, and it's really good. It's about what happens behind in the news channel.
right,
you know
right.
how they, produce news, and so it's Jeff Daniels, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's the lead.
I like that guy.
Daniels and Mortimer, Emily Mortimer, I think. Yeah, Emily Mortimer. Jeff Daniels of Speed,
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I like that
He's
guy.
the one. He plays Will McAvoy, a news anchor, a popular news anchor, aging news anchor, who is gone into this ratings war, and he's doing everything possible for popularity, and forgets that news is about truth. Yeah.
I can just imagine how that's going to go. Well, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah, Emily Mortimer plays Mackenzie McHale, who comes back covering wars for 3 years, and comes back as executive producer for his show. And she sets things right, and she shows how what news is all about, and she brings him back to what he was or how he was before. So that's a show about, and it's good. I mean, I've just seen two, 3 episodes I've seen.
That's good. I'm actually I'm waiting for Dancing with the Stars to start here. I mean, the list has come out and everything. I think it starts in a couple of weeks. Global, any idea? I mean, the list has come out. I mean, there's some known names and everything. It's got quite. Let's see. I don't know if I know all of them, but there seems to be. Let's see. Ali Rangmunch. She's a women's gymnast who won the gold medal in 1996 Olympics. Then we have Jacoby Jones, who is the Super Bowl champion from Baltimore Ravens. Then we have Victor Otis, boxing champion. Kelly Pickle.
Wow.
Kelly Pickler, she's an American country singer here. And then we have Winona Judd, you should know, probably. She's another...
Winona, yeah.
Yeah, she's there. And then I think we have Andy Dick. Then we have, who else? Lisa Vanderpump. Then we have Ingo. I don't know who this Ingo guy is, but there's Dorothy Hamill, the figure skating lady. If you remember, this is a long time ago. She was like a 76 Olympics or something. Dorothy Hamill, yeah.
What I want to know is whose idea was Andy Dick?
I have no clue. I mean, I remember watching shows about he used to come in a lot of sitcoms. He used to come in.
Of course, yeah.
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 I know, but that's going to be interesting, So anyway, I mean,
if I had to bet on someone to finish last,
that
Andy
would
Dick.
be him.
Who's your favorite, Lowell?
Who am I picking to
this
win?
list?
Wow.
Yeah, who are you picking?
I always like to go with one of the professional athletes, just based on the athleticism. I think that translates well to dancing.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Super Bowl champion,
the Super Bowl
Jacoby
Ravens
Jones.
guy. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we had a couple of Super Bowl winners from last time, right? Gosh, I'm trying to remember. We have Emmitt Smith.
That's
he
right.
was one of the winners, and there was someone else too. I'm trying to remember who it is. I can see his face now. I can't remember his name, but yeah, they do make amazing. I mean, amazing competitors actually.
Can you imagine Andy Dick putting on the moves?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yes.
gotta tune in now. I gotta watch that.
He
See,
might
there you go.
turn out to be
There you go.
underdog, dark horse.
Yeah, and
look.
then of course the other one is Celebrity Apprentice. I mean, I love once in a while to catch that thing. It started but this time it's all the celebrities who have come back on actually. So that's the other thing that I like to watch. And it's interesting. I mean, as we go into summer season, I think in the US we get this big brand of just for the summer, because everyone goes, all the mainline shows and everything go on a break during summer for us, right, Lowell? Like
Yeah,
all
it
the
does.
CSS, everything, they come back in September, I think.
I like a couple of summer shows too.
Which
Teen
ones?
Wolf.
Aha.
Teen Wolf. Another one is Burn Notice. I'm not sure if it's still on.
No, I don't
Burn
think I've
Notice
heard
was
about
a summer show.
this. Oh, okay.
And Teen Wolf will be back. There are some good ones. There's an Awkward also will be back in summer.
Oh, okay.
Which is a college shows. Yeah. There's
Well,
some
that's interesting.
shows.
It's interesting. Well, I used to watch Elementary, and Elementary is getting a little boring right now. I mean, I totally love Sherlock Holmes and everything, but it's just a little tad bit. It's become too.
Which season,
mundane.
Alima?
It's
Which
actually
season right now? Second season,
we're
right?
actually in second season, if I remember
Second season,
correctly. Yeah, we're in second season, so it's not.
First season was
Interesting.
telecast in India.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Second season, I'm not sure when it's going to be back.
Yeah. So, anyways, so that's pretty much on the American shows that I'm watching. Actually, as I'm thinking, since I went into your good books, Nero, so I thought I'll take another chance and see if this gets into your good books also.
Which one?
Ek Aur Song Thi, one of my favorites. I have this thing loaded here and I go, well, let me see if Neeru is going to like this also. So we're going to be coming back in a couple of minutes. And when we come back, I have a couple of jokes to share. I met up with a friend this morning and he was telling me about some of these jokes and he goes, do you have WhatsApp? And I said, of course I have WhatsApp. And besides, you have my cell phone number. I should be on your list. And he goes, really? And I go, of course, really, Gary. And then he takes off his phone and goes, oh yeah, you are on my list. But anyway, he I've known him for quite a number of years now, and he owns a postal annex kind of a thing near my daughter's school, so that's where I always go and we catch up on things and stuff. And so he's one of these funny guys who's got always jokes around him that it tells. So he shared a couple of them with me. So when we come back, I just wanted to share a couple of them with you. And then Neeru, stay put, don't go away. We are just coming to our tail end of a show.
हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई, एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई। फिर क्या हुआ ये ना पूछो, कुछ ऐसी बात हो गई। एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई। अचानक आ गई यूं नजर के सामने, जैसे निकल आया घटा से चाँद। वो अचानक आ गई यूं नजर के सामने, जैसे निकल चेहरे पे जुल्फें बिखरी हुई थी, दिन में रात हो गई। एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई जाने मन जाने जिगर होता मैं शायर अगर कहता गजल तेरी अदाओं पर जाने मन जाने जिगर होता मैं शायर अगर कहता गजल तेरी अदाओं पर मैंने ये कहा तो मुझसे खफा वो जाने हयात हो गई एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई
बता दूं? वो यहीं पर है। ऐसे नहीं बताऊंगा तुम लोग एक दायरे में खड़े हो जाओ जिसके कंधे पे रुमाल रख दो बस समझ जाओ
खूबसूरत बात ये चार पल का साथ ये सारी उम्र मुझको रहेगा यार खूबसूरत बात ये चार पल का साथ ये सारी उम्र मुझको रहेगा यार मैं अकेला था मगर बन गई वो हमसफर वो मेरे साथ हो गई एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई
Hey there, thank you for staying with us. This is Alima on Rangmunch with Niru from India and Doble at the board. Did I pass again, Niru?
Oh, that's a beautiful song. I
Thank
could
God.
sing
Whew,
a lot.
I was sweating here, you know.
No, I never said I don't like them. I said I love them.
पता है,
but,
I was just pulling your leg key to make you feel bad कि on air तुमने मुझे dinosaur तो कहा तो you know I have to get
I will
back
stick
to you
with
on
it.
it.
I will stick with it.
See,
I will
there you
stick with
go.
it. The people are going to think that we belong to that era. So let's prove them wrong next
Let's
week,
prove
Alima.
exactly. Well, anyways, we're almost at the tail end of the show, so I have to share a joke with you guys that my friend.
Yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, the story goes that apparently it's a family, and then this dad got his telephone bill, and he was super duper angry because it was a humongous amount of the bill that needs to pay. So he comes and he goes, what the heck is this? I don't even use the phone at home. I always use my work phone. It's a cell phone and all that stuff. And obviously the wife comes and says, of course I don't do the same thing too. I use my own work phone and everything. And then they look at their son and she goes, don't look at me. It's like I don't use the house phone. I always use my work phone. And in walks the maid, and all three of them turn around to the maid and she goes, what the heck? She's like, why are you guys looking at me? If you guys are using your work phone, I am using the work phone.
My work
So-
phone.
And I'm sitting there and thinking, gosh, how many times we would be getting caught in this, right?
Oh, I know.
नहीं, क्या है कि सुबह I went to the post office. He runs a post office. His name is Gary. Actually, he's an Indian, but it's easy to
Okay.
just call him Gary as a short form. And I've known him for like number of years now because it's right next to school. So, and every time we go, we always catch up on things and all that stuff. And then he's got all these little, smart things always ready for me. And he said that to me this morning. He was explaining to me, and I go, and I actually was listening to him. He was actually telling me as if it really had happened. until he pulled that maid thing at the end of it. I didn't realize he was actually, telling me a joke.
Telling you a joke.
But anyways, it really brought a big smile to my face, and I said that was a nice Saturday to start off with. So dosto,
absolutely.
thank you so much for staying tuned with Alima on Rangmunch on Desi 1170. Lowell, thank you for running the boat. Niru, my partner in crime, hugs and love
Thank
to
you
you,
for having
baby.
me.
Thank you so
Hugs
much.
back.
Yep. And dosto, don't forget to move that clocks 1 hour ahead. Daylight savings time starts for us at 2 o'clock Sunday morning, if I remember correctly. And you can be using, excuse to going to work 1 hour late, right, Lowell?
Oh, God.
So, Neeru, that changes your India time because we're going 1
Okay.
hour ahead. So, if it is right now, it's almost 9 o'clock here. So, it's 10:30 there. Then it's actually
Yeah.
going to be 9:30 for you guys. It's not going to be, you guys are going to move 1 hour back.
So next week I start at 8:30.
8:30. There
instead
you
of
go.
9:30.
Yep. Exactly.
Grab some
exactly.
coffee, Neeru.
There you go. Grab some coffee. Yep.
Coffee. I'm going to grab some coffee and bring it here. to
All right,
office. Yes.
great. Dosto, thank you so much for staying tuned with Desi 1170 Rangmunch with Alima. Have a fantastic night. We'll all see you next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, Lowell.
वो है जरा खफा खफा तो नैन यूं चुराए हैं कि हो वो है जरा खफा खफा तो नैन यूं चुराए हैं कि हो हंस रही है चांदनी मचल के रो न दूं कहीं ऐसे कोई रूठता नहीं
ये तेरा ख्याल है करीब आ मेरे हंसी मुझको तुझसे कुछ गिला नहीं
बात यूं बनाए है कि ओ
न बोल दूं तो क्या करूं वो हंस के यूं बुलाए है कि हो
ऐसे मत सताइए जरा तरस तो खाइए दिल की धड़कन मत जगाइए
कुछ नहीं कहूँगा मैं नाकड़ियाँ झुकाइए सर तो कांधे से उठाइए
ऐसी नींद आए है कि वो है जरा खफा खफा तो नैन यूं चुराए हैं कि हो वो
For more information on how to get your own show on Desi 1170 AM, give us a call at 408-440-0851 or send us an email to Desi1170am@aol.com. For more information on how to get your own show on Desi 1170 AM, give us a call at 408-440-0851 or send us an email to Desi1170am@aol.com. If you're a mother, a daughter, a sister, or a grandmother, then you're invited to attend a celebration